So in one experience I had the perception of being in a sort of cosmic shark cage. Just like a thin membrane about here, completely surrounding me. And instead of being in the deep sea, I was floating in just this primordial nothingness. To call it nothing is misleading even because nothing is still something. Nothing's still a concept. This did not have a concept. This was pure, like, Lovecraft level. And to my perception, there were these sort of cosmic horrors, these demonic abominations that were manifesting themselves out in the darkness around me and slamming full force into that barrier. That's the I can't really describe what looked like looking through it. The best way I could describe is if you wear glasses, and sometimes your glasses get dusty or they aren't clean, and you're suddenly aware that you're looking through glass. It's kind of like that sensation. Like there was no bubble of light or anything around me. I was just aware that there was a barrier just right above the surface of my body. And these abominations, these horrors, are just slamming into it, trying to get through it. And the only time that I could see any of them was right when they were pressed into that barricade. I didn't see them coming. There was no build up. It's just suddenly they're there, and they're there. And I had the sense of seeing in the four-dimensional sense, in that I could just see every direction at once. Like the barricade itself was my eye, and I could see every direction at once. And to my perception, this experience went on for eons. I was outside of time, so there was no concept. It was a string of eternities. Until finally, I just got numb to it. I just got completely indifferent. Like, this is just reality now. Reality is being attacked by these demonic abominations from other dimensions. When I finally accepted that idea, my perception shifted. And I was no longer inside of the shark cage. I was the shark cage itself. And these entities were slamming themselves into me, trying to get through me. And that was a new level of horror. And that went on for several more eternities. And I finally became numb to that sensation. And when I accepted that reality, when I anchored and accepted what was happening, my perception shifted again. And I was no longer the barrier. I was the darkness itself that was manifesting these things and sending it to try to get me. I became the dark void out of which the abominations spawned. And as soon as I anchored into that sensation and that feeling and that reality, I came back. Back in the three-dimensional flesh and bone sense. And that was the end of that experience.